cold open. Another cold open. Another cold open.
Yes, we have him. All right, ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What's up, Council of Comics? We're back for another episode of She-Hulk, episode 7. Let's go.
How many more are there left?
2.
2? Okay.
Which means you're bound to see Daredevil.
Yeah, well, probably last episode.
Yeah. Shout out to Madness. Yeah. Rogue Nation 845. Bro.
Yeah, well, probably last episode at this point.
At this point.
Yeah.
So,
I was right about Josh! Fuck you people! I was right about Josh!
100%.
I
As soon
was-
as you pointed it out, I was like, yeah, he's totally right. And then that whole beginning sequence, the whole
Where they're
montage,
dating?
Yeah, I was like, oh, this guy's evil. It's got to be.
I was like, this is gonna go south.
Yeah.
And at one point, for a hot second, I go, oh, wait a second. What if I'm only half right? What if he's been abducted? But then the end of the episode.
what if he's a scroll?
No, we don't have time for that. This show is already covering too many bases. We don't have time for that. If they throw a scroll into the mix, I don't know if we can handle it.
Mm-hmm.
So, to start off the episode, She-Hulk.
Jen is dating.
Jen is dating. She dating Josh.
Yes, Josh from the wedding.
Right. So they're having a nice little back and forth.
3
They
days.
show the little dates, blah, 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 blah. She sends him a message, he doesn't respond.
After they've slept together.
Yes, after they did the deed.
That is the ultimate crime.
So she's getting classic anxiety, always checking her phone, wondering when he's going to hit her back, stuff.
So the depression spiral begins.
And then the parole officer of the Abomination calls.
Emil Blonsky.
And she says, I need you to come with me up to this place because I think his tracker's not working, or he just might be trying to escape, and I'm not going to go by myself, so I need She-Hulk to come with me.
Which, honestly, yeah, I would in a heartbeat. I'd be like, yeah, you grow big, please come with me.
Yeah, 100%.
And so she goes up there. She goes with him, but Blonsky has not escaped. Instead, he has created his getaway.
His beautiful getaway, his retreat, where he is counseling and therapy and aromatherapy, and also what's the cottage for? The cottage does the
Yeah, why don't we
Is
ever
it like a steam?
It's a sauna. It's a sauna and a yurt. He has a yurt. Yes,
the yurt.
it's wonderful.
Yes.
However, I am suspicious about his tracker being off. He says,
Yes, of course.
it was because he was
He was
playing with
saving
chickens.
a chicken.
Yeah.
Yes, but
Yeah.
I suspect that maybe he likes to turn into the Abomination.
Yes. We know that's leading to something else.
Yeah.
We know.
Now, I don't think it's going to be sinister. I think it might
No.
end up being wacky. It might just be that his 7 soulmates happen to like the Abomination. You know?
I think this is all a sham, and he's doing it to the best of his levels.
Right, like he's so brilliant,
No,
he's just
100%.
doing it. I don't know if it's
all a
all
sham.
entirely a sham. I feel like there's an ounce of truth in there because he's too good at caring for all the people
That's
around
what
him.
makes it so good.
Maybe, but
And
like
he doesn't care.
I just don't know anybody who's that villainous. You know, I mean, narcissists, but even then, they never go outside the zone of their own personal tolerance. So this isn't narcissism.
Either way, though, Tim Roth is doing a great job.
Tim Roth
Amazing.
is delivering.
He's
I was so
so
pissed
good.
off when Lie to Me was canceled.
Me too.
And I was like, oh my God, Tim Roth, we have needed you on television for so long.
He was so good.
Yeah.
He played such a good character, and he's so underrated. And he's doing a great job in this show. I hope he comes
is.
back.
Me too.
Yeah.
Well, we're bound to see him again, apparently. So
So
He should have. I'm sorry. He should have been on the Thunderbolts instead of that.
he
other team.
might be on
He
the
probably
Thunderbolts.
will.
He actually might be. Okay.
He probably
Right.
will.
Well, that makes a lot more sense to
Yeah.
whatever the hell.
Yeah,
they got.
4 shield throwers. I'm
Yeah.
still
Yeah.
in dismay.
So she goes up there with the parole officer, and
She's invited to stay,
she's invited to stay.
and she has no phone signal.
She has no Wi-Fi, so she can't get any signal, so she doesn't know if Josh texts her or not. So she's invited into a group seminar.
Well, actually, no, it's group therapy.
Yeah, she kind of stumbles upon it,
Mm-hmm.
and then she's asked to stay. And one of the people is Wrecker.
Oh, that's after. And she does the. Wait, did we do it last time on this, Dad? pull up a last time on this guy.
Yeah, last time on this guy. Yeah, that's cool.
That was real. That was my favorite fourth wall break. Period. Was because she was like, he attacked me. No, do it. Do the last time.
And supposedly the record now is trying to change his ways, which we all know is BS.
Maybe
because the last time we talked to him, he was talking to his boss, talking about, yeah, boss, we got to get this, and now all of a sudden he's a changed man.
I think
there's something in between there that
I think first off,
or he was hired. He was just hired.
He was just hired, and then realized he's not happy
because I apologize. This Josh guy's probably just hired too.
Right, except that he was hired like a freaking mercenary.
Yeah.
You know, like get in there, bet her, bring me her DNA. Ew. But
I think this is all a plot
by the leader.
Everything,
that would be so great.
Everything that's going on. Like Abomination, I need your thing to mess up so he can bring She-Hulk up there and then you can delve into, because right now she's a little lost and maybe you can work with that, blah, blah, blah. So she sits in with the group and we're introduced to 2 mutants in the MCU. 2 more mutants. So the mutants are coming up with Man Bull, and El Aguilar is the second one. And another one is Porcupine, but he's not a mutant. He's not a mutant.
Seraphim, who's a vampire.
Which is a character in Marvel Comics. And
a Blade-related character.
Vampire in history or something like that.
Saracen.
But I think it's not him because he's out in the sunlight walking around.
That's right.
But I believe he is the child of a vampire and a human, and that's what makes him different.
He's also a daywalker.
Well, he's also the original daywalker.
Correct. Yes. Which, if he actually just show up in the Blade movie, this will make a lot of sense, and he could be he could be informational and a little bit of comic relief at the same time.
He's pure comic gold. He
was comic gold for this.
Comic gold. Yeah. So they get Jen to sit down and reveal her whole heart about what's going on, and she, to put in short terms, they make her feel like part of the group. They make her feel like she can just be Jen, which is very, it was really good stuff.
I thought it was very genuine. That's why I have a hard time believing that something sinister is happening in that environment.
Genuine.
Next time on She-Hulk, genuine. Riding my pony. All right. So anyhow, but genuine.
Right.
That's it. I'm writing season 2.
So
Call Zeb Wells.
So she goes into the yurt. She takes the whole experience and
before that, I like how it ended, where everybody already loved her enough to say they wanted to go and kill the guy.
Yeah. Yes. Let's just find this Josh. Yeah. Where is he?
And then they were like, "Oh no, we're wrong. We shouldn't be using violence. Like we were supposed to." The whole point of us coming here was to learn to not solve every problem with violence.
The Wrecker's the one that's most. He's most with that. He's probably the most down to earth out of all of them, which is really
he also felt the most guilty because he genuinely attacked her.
Yeah,
this is why it's all a scam,
or it's not, and he is genuinely.
But that's what's gonna make it so heartbroken.
I know, but like, I will be. Well, I don't know. Like, if I thought the Josh thing was heartbreaking enough, I don't think. And honestly, I feel like enough people have complained about the treatment of men in the series. I feel like Josh is the ultimate male villain this episode. Let this beautiful bonding that she had in the woods with these men who treated her like a sister, in arms.
That's what I also loved about
Let's
it.
let
the
it
fact
be.
that they were all men.
Because all men
giving
can
her
be
like
are
comfort,
broken.
you know what I mean?
Well, no. I know this was the episode that highlighted my theory of episode 1, where she is telling Bruce that because I'm a woman, I have more control over my emotions, and what she left unsaid to Bruce. Right? Okay. I felt this episode covered the things that were unsaid to Bruce.
That's a good callback. Yeah.
And I was very passionate about it because I said it will make me feel like the writers are so bad, and Zeb Wells is a good writer. And he's written some great comics, including Amazing Spider-Man. So like, I would just be so upset if and he wrote this episode, by the way. So I'd be so upset if this callback, this indirect callback, didn't go anywhere, but I felt went to all the right places. Here are these men, they're all facing their problems, and they stop what they're doing to include her and help her address her issues. I was like, if you look at episode 1 and you look at this episode together, I feel like it comes full circle, and I was super happy.
It was really, really nice. And I just want to mention my favorite comedic part of the whole the whole episode was when the porcupine took off his mask.
Oh, and
Yeah,
everyone's like, "Oh no!"
You're like, ooh,
I know that
last
was
time you
really
wash your
funny.
face,
And he's
bro.
got like
Oh, they didn't
what
even
did he
mention
get, like,
his face.
sores
It was
on his
just
face, or-
because his skin's not breathing.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
there's all those pimples and things on his
Yeah.
face. So everyone, but the smell from inside
Yeah.
the suit was the worst.
Yeah, that was
So
great.
everyone's like,
That was
"Oh, just put the
hilarious.
mask on, buddy," but they weren't even thinking about like, "Oh my God, you're all torn up. Oh
Uh-huh.
no."
So Jen ends up going home, and then we get a flashback to what actually happened after Josh slept with Jen that night.
Cloned her phone,
He cloned her phone,
took her DNA.
took her, but we don't know how he took her DNA.
We
Cliff
all know
has some.
We all know how he took that
Cliff
DNA.
has some theories.
We know how he took that DNA.
You know what I mean? But
We know how he
he
took that
got-
DNA. Just like you left some DNA deposits.
be easy.
You know how
Be
to
easy.
You
Be
know,
easy.
You know how to leave.
Be
You know how to
easy.
leave a DNA
we can let
deposit.
curse words slip, but the algorithm doesn't like craziness.
Subscribe to the
All right?
channel, everyone.
Subscribe, and we'll
so-
vaguely talk about DNA deposits some more.
So he sends a message to whoever he's sending the message to that he's got everything to go, and you're like, oh my God, poor Jen.
Mhm.
And that is the end of the episode.
Devastating.
It was a really good episode.
Yeah, really good.
That's my favorite episode so far.
Yeah, no Daredevil still,
No Daredevil.
None.
That's fine. That's fine.
which means he better be in the last episode at least more than 5 minutes.
Well, the last episode's extra long. So
Yeah, I was
that's
gonna say
good.
you guys said it was gonna be extra long, right?
Jeez.
Yeah.
But besides that, CGI is still horrible. I don't know what's going on.
It was. Do you know what they did this episode, intentionally or unintentionally? Where when they separated the screen of Jen talking from everybody else, it made it less
Yes.
in your face how
Yes.
off it looked. So like that was neat. But yeah, I mean, I don't. I wish somebody would make a joke about it already. I
But
just
you know the
wish.
double for her, right? There's a double
Really?
that's the height of She-Hulk, and
Ooh.
the it looks like the body build. And I'm like,
Why did you go through all this
Why
trouble?
did you go through all this trouble if you got somebody that's the fit for She-Hulk?
Yeah, Lou Ferrigno.
You know what I mean? But anyway, besides that, great episode. Remember to subscribe down below. We'll be back next week for episode 8 of She-Hulk, Attorney at Law.
Almost done.
For Joey, for Cliff, myself, and the rest of the Council of Comics, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Peace. Yeah. Shout out to Madness. Yeah. Rogue Nation 845. Bro.